of Mesa, Arizona. First period, 3 minutes underway.
The most hyped match of the night. Robles and McDonough. McDonough being last year's NCAA title, and he has to wipe the slate clean, Todd. A new game plan, but he's got blinders on, and if anybody can do it, Matt McDonough can, with an outstanding coaching staff at Iowa.
And Jeff, Quint Kesnick in his report talked about Anthony focuses on not what he doesn't have, but what he does have. What he does have, we know, is a vice-like grip in those hands and arms.
And right now he has an opportunity to score a takedown. Needs to turn the corner. He can get his right arm free and over the head. Right here he did it.
2 points for the takedown. You'll see the number on the left of your screen. That is the seeding. Anthony Robles is the #1 seed in the red. He'll have the red ankle bands. Matt McDonough, the defending national champion, the 2 seed, will have the green ankle bands.
And this is where Matt McDonough does not want to be underneath, as Robles is so tough on top, and you want to keep your wrists away, and right now Robles has the cross wrist of McDonough.
3 periods in wrestling. The first period 3 minutes long. The next 2 are 2 minutes long. It is all based on points. And right now it is Anthony Robles in the yellow singlet of Arizona State University out in front with 2 minutes. Now riding time, gentlemen, is when you are controlling your opponent on underneath position. And if you control it more than a minute, you get an extra point. Stalling coming from McDonough. And the upper body strength of Robles on display.
Got a 2 count, so he scored at least 2 points. Still has the hold, so the referee will not put the score up until the hold is broken.
These two have never met in college, and I think that's a disadvantage for McDonough, because if you haven't felt it, you just don't know what it's like to wrestle Anthony Robles.
What does his opponent face, Jeff? He's missing the right leg from the hip down. There's nothing there to grab. How difficult is it to prepare for an Anthony Robles?
Well, if you've never wrestled him before, it is a very difficult task, because your muscle memory of pure reaction anticipates you'll have a handle when you turn the corner. If there's no leg or ankle to grab, then your muscle memory will actually lead you to a place that's going to work against you.
Anthony Robles up early, 4-0 on the defending national champion Matt McDonough of Iowa. And there you see the riding time, so you add another point to Robles. It's actually 5-0.
Look at that. Beautiful technique by Robles. Kicking the leg out of McDonough to get him out of the arch and getting more back points.
So 3 more back points, adding for the near fall for Anthony Robles, and now he is up 7-0. And Tim, I've got to think that Matt McDonough, the defending national champion, has probably never been in this situation before.
He has never been in this situation. He's only lost twice in his career, but nothing phases this young man. But right now, he's got to be a bit stunned.
And there is Anthony Robles' mom, Judy Robles, in the stands, watching her son wrestle for the very last time in his career. As we check in with Quint.
Talked to Anthony earlier this week. He said his mom, Judy's had a huge impact. She's been my inspiration. I wrestle because of her. I can always hear her. If someone yells my name, I know it's her. Even in this arena where she's up in section 223, she told me earlier that she's got a high, screeching type voice, and the two really are connected, so to speak. And she has been in every match this year. He's undefeated, obviously, and just a special woman.
Anthony's brothers and sister are also in attendance here in Philadelphia to watch their brother in the last wrestling match of his career. He told our Quint Kesnick earlier, when this is done, he is done wrestling. He'll be fitted with a prosthetic, and he's going to go on to some public speaking after he graduates from Arizona State University. Prime example right there, Jeff, as McDonough was trying to arch around to the left-hand side, there was nothing to grab.
Well, he's gotten to the far ankle now, but Robles too strong, able to break the grip and free his leg. But McDonough, he's not going to give up.
He's wrestling.
McDonough's length helps him here with his sprawl as well. That's a lot of leverage.
As I said earlier, Matt McDonough had to throw away everything he knows and everything he usually goes into a match as a game plan, because it's different wrestling Anthony Robles. You have to go low, and you have to just create a new game plan.
And I think what most people, when I talk to folks about Anthony Robles, is he is a top-flight athlete. This is not some situation where he's just a fluke in wrestling. He is a top-flight athlete. His strength is off the charts. And so you've got to think, how good would he be if he had both legs? Or maybe he wouldn't be as good as he is now.
Well, we know he benches 305 pounds. He's pretty strong. No other 125-pounder can do that.
Also can do 100 pull-ups in 2 minutes. So Anthony Robles in the yellow singlet on top of the defending national champion Matt McDonough of Iowa as the second period comes to an end. So we are down to the final 2 minutes. Anthony Robles is 2 minutes away from a national title. And there's the different side of the story. Sandy and Mike McDonough watching their son. Now he is just a sophomore and he is the defending national champion, so he has 2 more years under Tom Brands at Iowa.
Mike McDonough, his dad, also wrestled at Iowa.
All right, gentlemen, if you're Anthony Robles at this point, you are up 7-0 plus riding time. Jeff, what are you telling your wrestler?
With those hands, I'd go for hand control. Don't let McDonough lock up a cradle of any kind, and certainly if he frees himself, stay low, so there's no way he's going to whip you to your back.
Well, McDonough has been behind this season already against very credible wrestlers like Brandon Priest and hit a headlock when he was behind to win by pin. So you know he's got big moves, and he needs one here.
The 3-time Pac-10 champion Anthony Robles looking to add national champion to his resume.
And the strength of Robles' right arm to be able to control McDonough from taking the corner and going behind is incredible.
Final minute of the match. Anthony Robles on top 7-0 plus riding time. So in effect, it is an 8-0, but the riding time starting to come down.
McDonough scores.
Good call, Bobbies. Stall warning going to Anthony Robles.
Improve.
Some kind of whip over here. He's got to get the chin.
So he doesn't want to go behind him. He wants to find a way to turn him. Takedown's not going to help him, really.
So a second stall warning to Robles. He'll yield up 1 point, but he can afford to do that right now, guys. He's 15 seconds away.
The official saying that Robles is doing nothing underneath. That's the reason he gave the stalling, but he did enough in the first period to...
Anthony Robles has shown us that impossible is nothing. Anthony Robles is a national champion.